say certain things in the way you expect me.
No, it's carry on.
Excuse me, and I know if I follow that go school for that time, all for them. Excuse me.
Sorry.
So yeah, so at 18, that okay, this right will say internationally record has been kept, documentation made, certifying us and documenting us as Nigerian citizens. Then the right to vote, for instance, what other legislation do we need again?
Mm-hmm.
After our citizenship came organically, guaranteed, we've attained the age of 18, and then we've had our citizenship also not, okay, another thought that just came into my mind now. I've been having this conversation with Nimsi online. The response I got from their media person was telling me that NIN, this national identity number, doesn't confer citizenship, and I laugh. You know why?
Mm.
To him, he thought he had spoken that the NIN doesn't confer citizenship. I said, okay, are you talking to foreigners who are seeking Nigerian citizenship, or me, who is Nigerian by birth? Because you can't confer citizenship on me.
Mm-hmm.
I only come to register, just like I said, to certify my citizenship or to document it.
Well, again,
you can't confer it on me, except for, like I said,
again,
okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You're born in Nigerian. If your father is Nigerian, you're a Nigerian,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So automatically, but to become recognized as a Nigerian, there are certain things that you need to do
Mm-hmm.
in the Nigerian state.
Mm-hmm.
Your birth certificate,
Mm-hmm.
your international passport,
Mm-hmm.
and as according to Nigerian government right now, your NIN, right? Now for financial transactions, banking, whatever, they've now added BVN, right?
Okay.
Which is where I think you're headed to, which is what is the essence and what is the difference between the BVN and NIN and the PVC card.
Now, okay, now you actually shoot me forward. Let me follow you too.
Okay.
You are aware that come January 2026, the Nigerian government is yet again telling us you can't transact banking business except you have a TIN. Are you aware of that?
No, I'm not. But again, let it not be that we're always on the opposition of government, right? Now, let me understand. There's a huge tax reform issue going on with Mr. President right now. It's a big agenda for him, right? And to be able to streamline, you said, what did you say? You be able to do banking transactions. You have a TIN, right?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can open
To
a
be
bank.
able to
You can
document,
open a bank account. You can.
you have TIN,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
No problem. The same way, even though you have your NIN, or no, sorry, forget NIN now. Even though you have your passport or your birth certificate showing that you are a Nigerian by birth, right? It doesn't automatically allow you to become a citizen. You have to do certain things, right? So if this tax regime now of Bola Tinubu, right, the essence of it, of which someone like me and you now, we don't fall into, we're not liable for tax under his new policy, right? So that is a commendable thing, right? In terms of the suffering and everybody else, whatever. But to be able to, for the state to be able to know how many people can we actually tax. We don't know whether you become a Dangote tomorrow, right? But we need to capture you to be able to know that when you do become a Dangote, because of the new system that I'm assuming that is set up like that, you should be able to know when we should be able to start drawing money from you. Do you understand? However, your argument still stands. Oh. Why doesn't one card do all these things?
Apart from, hold on.
Yeah.
Apart from, as I was just talking, another thought just into my mind now. This is Chinese.
But are we agreed on that part? Which is that
I'm building on it.
okay?
This is Chinese adage of saying that this is Jack Ma who would have said it. They say you keep a few bananas and a lot of huge money before a monkey. The monkey will go for the banana, right?
Mhm.
Because he doesn't know that this money will fetch him a lot more bananas. All he knows is banana.
Mhm.
Now bring that to what we're saying here. The Nigerian government, the Nigerian state, are we more interested? I'm talking about this tax thing. You say, oh, we're exempting because the other argument was that this tax identification number, they want to know that a lot of money, something about that are not traceable to whoever. They don't, Are we more interested in the money or the people who made the money?
Come again, sir.
Now we are all trying to track money from BVN now to the TIN and whatever. We're all focusing on money. Now we want to know who owns which money, or this money in some like. If you remember, Buhari government wanted to say there's some dormant money, there's some money on some dormant account that they want to borrow from. Nigeria will say no, leave it there, no be put up. Now this government, I think, is a build up to it.
Those were monies that were unclaimed because the accounts didn't have BVNs.
I can't say.
That was my own understanding.
Whatever it is, there is a lot of. If you talk about the stream, how that money come, a lot of some. You never hear a person die for Nigeria. Say with all the rest of you, they feel say somebody died. The conclusion is okay. Your person died. Somebody wait for your account. It happened for Nigeria before.
No.
All those money they there. Some unclaimed dividend or whatever. I can't. So let's not even talk about how the money got there. But the point I'm trying to make is this: why are we so interested in just the money? Just the money. Why are we not interested in, because those money doesn't fly, jump and get there. Some people do. Now people do it. And like you rightly said, one card can do all those things, BVN, TIA, and all of it can they all come on that NIM platform. And that is what I'm getting at that and say, are we like that monkey that is more interested in the few banana now?
Standard though.
Huh?
Is that your question? Standard.
Or are we, do we want to go for that huge money? We want to say we'll buy banana plenty as we like. Or are we, that's what I'm saying.
No, standard. We're going for the banana.
Because as we speak, no. Why will we continue for the banana?
If we leave those people there, they will.
Oh, okay.
For the next 50 years.
No, and that is no. That's why I'm sitting here. This the essence of this conversation is me. I want to disrupt the system.
Agreed. There was a post I was actually making on platforms last night. That when I went to campaign in 2019, there was the shift from federal down to local government level, right? It was why we came up with the phrase Akunota now. The Akunota were local government guys operating in the federal level, that we were shocked as in what? You're on this planet. Do you understand? So they used to say the city guy is looking at the rural guy as monkey. Meanwhile, he's looking at you as banana waiting for chop. You understand? So you see that butting of heads, monkey, banana where picture, is an ongoing battle. You understand? But they also say that monkey they walk, baboon they chop, right? In which case now the baboon being the politician, the rural guy being the monkey, and we now the ones that we claim we are exposed, enlightened, and educated, and now we be the banana. Seriously, if you look at the whole thing, now we be the banana in this instance, right? The baboon knows that these people are dragging themselves, right? And all he has to do is allow the monkey in the rural area, right, to do whatever he's doing, and all he has to do is just convince that monkey, and that is it. And we, the banana, we have allowed the monkey to decide our own future, because it's the local government guy that has PVC card that makes up that 30 million that I keep telling you that the last 3 elections they have been sharing. He's a local government guy, and what does he have a PVC card for? Simply to be able to connect his 4-year banana bonanza from the politicians when they come. He doesn't understand the power of that card. He doesn't understand the essence of that card. He doesn't understand what good governance even means. The only thing he knows is, without that card, we cannot share it. We cannot go and collect up to 2,000 naira on election day.
Yes.
That's it. But we that have the INEC says or claims we have 90-something million. So there's about 60 of us that have PVC card that we don't like. She says, there's nobody out there for me to go and vote for. So why would I answer myself, right?
Now,
There's nobody I can vote for.
See, the thing is, it also bring us back to why we are here. Also, the essence of this conversation.
Yes.
Over time we sit down. There's one track. I'll look for that music. Where mommy sit down. Baboon. It's not that one way. It's about monkey baboon the shop. It's a baboon they run the town. I'll look for the music actually. The point is, we allow. Okay, I will give it to long years of military rule. Yeah, long years of military rule made us not to know a lot of things. Like, okay, now that we say military has gone, we say we are doing democracy. Nigerians, in fact, do you even know that during the military era, the military government was enlightening the masses more than this democracy we say we are in?
No, the military was more demonstrative of a proper government than any civilian government has ever been.
Okay, no, okay, we're saying different thing, but I'm correct. But you are correct what you're saying. I'm saying in terms of mass enlightenment, this is what government is doing.
But what I said just captures what you said,
Okay.
which was that a good government is supposed to do that.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I never knew that they actually went to that extent, but that's what I'm saying. That we had more
You know,
governance under military.
you never know.
I never knew that they went to that extent.
Hold on. How does Professor Jerry Gana come to limelight in Nigeria? It was a whatever is it DG Mamsa.
Okay.
Mamsa that time has I don't know the number of local government we have. I'm not sure the out of 704 that time, but each local government that time has a station wagon with loudspeaker. Anything they're doing, they'll be telling you in your mother tongue. Jingles, whatever. Yes, Mamsa. Mass mobilization for whatever, mass mobilization for something economic recovery. Yes.
Mamsa.
Mass mobilization of social justice and economic
Exactly. Exactly what I'm saying. Under military rule. Yes. Under military rule, all local government has today.
social justice and economic recovery.
Now let me tell you. I happen to work with Federal Mortgage Bank around 1998, 99. This Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. I work with them as a bank's cameraman, 1999. That period, Mr. Mike Omeri was my direct boss. Was a public relations manager, Federal Mortgage Bank.
He said 1999.
Yeah, 1999. I work for Federal Mortgage Bank. Yeah. You get? Michael Mary was my direct boy. Was a public relations manager at Federal Mortgage Bank then. Why I'm bringing it is that after that, he was the DG, National Orientation Agency. You can go and check it. When I checked, the schedule for MAMSA is now domiciled with National Orientation Agency. But when we go to engage National Orientation Agency, in fact, under Michael Mary, we brought a lofty idea. In fact, Michael Mary was literally dancing in his office that day. You remember when Boko Haram started? That time they killed Mohammed Yusuf. The Boko Haram turned this violent, whatever. That initial time, remember? We look at it, it was pure ideology that these people are using to recruit, right? The Boko Haram, they're saying, oh, that's how discourage, but I don't know if I'm wrong, but by the name or Western education is whatever, that's what they're using to like to, recruit there, whatever. We came up with Kisa Haram. Huh? Okay. We came up with Kisa Haram. Have you ever heard about it?
No.
The idea was to also domicile the publicity there, Kisa Tuna. If Boko is Haram, Kisa is Haram. To counter the ideology. I told you, me and some of my friends, because I told you, the DG there was my former Oga, Federal Mortgage Bank. He's not a DG now. So we went to meet him with this idea. He liked it, jump at it, but we didn't hear anything about it. When we press, we come to hear say, oh, the NOA, each state has their own NOA, whatever. Do you get it? So, like the MAMSA that Jerry Gana was heading at the federal level, that each local government were working, it's not like that any longer now. They say each state has their NOA has their each state directorate, just like police now, each police state command. So you can't say, oh, because this is happening in this place, all police commands must do it. So that is some of the clog in the system.
So you're saying that if the DG of NOA now has a policy that he can't, as the DG of the federal body,
he can't impose it on all. Yes, he can't impose it on all the states. It's until the states.
So why you call it national then?
Go and check. Go and fact check to something. I'm telling you. At least I've told you a story how we got there. I didn't just make up this thing. My commander is still alive. It's my former boss. I can't lie against him. I think this thing is going on the media. So the point is, when we say democracy, remember I was saying the era of long military rule made many Nigerians not to know. Now that we say we're in a democracy, when they say election, voting, most Nigerians don't even know what it is or the power it carries or how to utilize it to correct most of those things. We hear people on radio, whatever, complaining, social media complaining about, oh, government do this, government do that, government do this. Like I said, I sent something to you, you don't read it, but Musa say he has read it. I said a revolutionary idea. Because when you look, I said, Look at the political tough today. The strong politicians today. You look at it. You look at them. Either those with military background or ex-governors who still come back in governance, and then full of political tough. And then be the Mr. President, the current commander in chief is leading the ex-governors in governance, and they lead those ones. Then the governors where they are sitting and the young governors will and them.
You mean the Senate?
No, the ex-governors in governance, yes, Senate. A lot of them are domiciled in the Senate. A lot of them are in the Federal Executive Council, led by Mr. President.
Mm.
Then the sitting governors, and like in football, where some football clubs have feeder team. The Nigerian governors forum, they feed the ex-governors forum too. The ex-governors in governance forum, the Nigerian governors forum, and they feed them. And I'm saying, how does those governors, if you can think of in your state, me, I can, I'm from Benue, it has gone, let me say it now, yeah. One of my ex-governors was allegedly rumored to say he got the governorship slot through his girlfriend.
Wow.
That he got the governorship slot through his girlfriend. And one thing why I'm saying this thing sometimes when you see me.
I think that's kind of on the same part with President Yara, who was saying I came by virtue of
A fraudulent
exercise.
You just wait.
So
You just took that off my mind. And remember, as history will document it, the other I talked to was also an ex-governor who was trying to come to as ex-governor, in governance, into governance. And like I said, he is the most honest commander-in-chief Nigeria ever had.
Yeah.
For him to say the process that brought me is fraudulent, until tomorrow, no Nigerian politician, the ANEC or whoever say that flawed process. What can we do about it to correct? I mean, we all sit down, fold our hands. Some people will just organize themselves, come fraudulently take our seat, take our sovereignty, go the runners, come recognize us in the name of governance. Is that what we are all saying? And that was what I was telling you earlier on, that one of my greatest joys.
Again, not you phrase it as a question.
Okay.
Is that what we're saying? That is what it is. So let's not even say is that what we're saying? That's what we're living. That is our existence. That is our reality.
Okay.
And the only way that changes if this generation stands up and says, "Yeah, put it to."
Exactly. Like I keep saying, the reason for this conversation, or the reason why we're sitting here, or why we're talking, is some of us see certain things that we can do to actually look. When I talk about the Nigerian governors forum and the ex-governors forum, I'll be making reference to them that yes, the level we've attained here now, particularly under this democratic era, we can say yes, kudos to them. And the quagmire we are too, is the credit to them too.
You mentioned colonialism earlier on, huh? And you said it was you attribute the slavery or the subservient nature of the Nigerian man or the Nigerian population as military. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I trace it back to colonial rule. Colonials came, they found, that's why I keep saying, let us revert back to what we were. That's why the United Tribes is, let's go back to what we were before the white man came, right? A collection of tribes, right? But when they came, they were total subjugation, I think was from 1901 or so, when they now finally declared northern and southern protectorates, right? So up until that point, it was still clashes here and there, rebels, blah blah blah, and everything. It was when they finally declared northern, southern, that Nigeria became Nigeria, right? Mm-hmm. Now, imagine, let's say from 1901 to 1960, that's 59 years, right? It took them 49 years to conquer us, 59 years to rule us, right? Before they gave us independence. So 59 years of yes sir, massa, yes sir, massa, yeah? So the people that they now handed over to were people who were born and raised under yes sir, massa, right? Them Sardonas, the Azikris, and the Awolowos that were given independence. They were the first leaders.
Come, you're making a mistake here. Sorry to pause you. You're making a mistake here. You said them Santana, them this, that. I engage. I engage in a thought. Whatever I said. Okay, this amalgamation you just talk about now, the Nigerian or the Northern and Southern Protectorate Northern and Southern Protectorate of 1914. Who were the Nigerians that were on that signed out for Nigeria's on behalf of the North and the South.
This guy are going far.
No, I'm going to shock you now. That's why I say, that's why I pause you. You say, you know, I pause you now, right?
I get you. I get you. I kind of understand where you want to go. That's why I say.
You know why? You know why? Go and check. Sardauna was around 4 years or 6 years when that amalgamation happened.
Yes.
Zeke, maybe around 9 years.
Agreed.
So which more?
I saw a joke. I think, who was it? It's not Dave Chappelle. I don't know which of these comedians, right? And he was saying he can imagine what it was like when they were drafting the Declaration of Independence. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So they credit that document to them. What's his name now? Not Lincoln. The one before them, Benjamin Franklin. Them that class of politician, right? They were the ones that came up with the founding fathers.
Okay.
Right, the founding fathers of the Declaration of Independence, blah blah blah, and everything. So he said he wonders what that night would have been when they were making that thing. So he's like, it probably went along the lines of, "Hey nigga, are you done with that declaration form?" So it's not them that drafted it; it was black man that drafted it, but obviously they took the credit for it, kind of thing. So yeah, it's our whatever. What you call our first. The thing that you said that them so
that amalgamation.
So again, this our found it was done by Oimbo.
Wait, are you done?
Yeah.
Do you know? Trust me, now when that thought came, I'm like, if Zeke 1909, this person 1904, and amalgamation was 1940. Who was a Nigerian? Were they mature enough to sit down? Okay, we'll outside this. I went on research. You know, like they said,
their fathers.
Hold on now. The information I got was that in the room where this thing was done, there were about 28 people inside, but only 6 Nigerians. The 6 Nigerians, they mentioned one Shinyobola, is a royal, is a traditional ruler. Then the Obong of Calabar was mentioned. I don't know. Of course, we can't say which of the Obongs because the Obong is like we say Emir of Kano, and the Obong of Calabar was mentioned. And then who I think that, but just 6 Nigerians.
Okay.
You get? So you can listen. You can.
Nigerians were there.
6 out of 28.
At least they were.
So sorry, to be more serious, what I was saying is this for me. Okay, I like the fact that you bring that point. When I said what I'm trying to, I was actually trying to look at our lackadaisical attitude to governance. I've been on part of Nigerians. That's what I trace to the military rule, because in the military rule area, we don't really have a say per se. They come and tell us this is what they want to do. Now they were ruling by decree. That's why I said this. Now, if we want to talk, most of this is like what we are saying now. To some people, will say, "The government is not concerned me. They look what they go chop." Not knowing, say, if we this will talk, if it's set, what you go chop will come easier, or not even know what to chop, like amenities, like the road we talked about earlier on. You know, when you are talking, I was saying, look, this issue, and that is why the issue of local government autonomy or United Tribe of Nigeria, we can't back out from it. I was engaging. There's one guy, Adamu Garuba, from I think on Facebook, we've been engaging. He has been talking about, say, okay, Nigeria is about the only country running three tiers of government. I said, well, if Nigeria is about the only three tiers of government, we're preaching, say, we go to two tiers. Even in business, everything we know the effect of a middleman. So the middleman will go remove. Because he was trying to say, make local government go, make him a state and federal. Say for what?
So who is this?
Adamu Garuba.
Who is he? What is he?
He's a political, one of those praise singers of the government and all of that.
Praise singer of the government.
Do you get?
I don't know how any right-thinking person
Do you get?
think that eliminating the local government, like I said,
no.
Is there a road in a state?
Before I lose, exactly, we are going to say before I lose my thought. You know, when you're talking about this road, when you say one road na Amak, another road na FCD or Aegis or federal or whatever, and then you know what we were talking about on the tax reform, whatever, about double taxation. That's what we were talking about here. I said, look, if local government don't get up, go do tax or finish. They say local government don't do our federal tax finish. Where state or federal won't go tax again? Huh?
So come again. I was still on what your guys said before.
Is that what?
I was still on what your guys said before that they should eliminate local
government.
Okay. My goodness.
I said If local governments, like the 704 local government in Nigeria, don't get up, okay, they don't go do revenue drive, don't collect revenue finish. So that don't go revenue collection. Where state won't go collect from or state or from federal?
No, come
Nothing.
again, sir. Me too, I want to understand this your question.
Oh.
I think what he said, let me try to explain it, is if the local governments have all collected back,
All local governments, okay, one all the local governments in Nigeria. No?
That means the whole of Nigeria has collected their tax, have you?
Yes.
What are you giving the state for?
Where state won't go collect? I mean, even though be double taxation, where state won't go collect
The
again?
minute you go from
Yes,
that local
yes.
government to that state, that next state level, it now becomes double taxation.
And then federal again or whatever. So the point we are trying to say is, I bring it from what you say. Look, going back to where we were or how we were before the colonial masters come. Yeah, and we cannot deny or overemphasize the importance of governance. To say, oh, let us be at the local level, our traditional all the government. It's for me, it's the local.
I disagree with that.
Huh?
I disagree with that.
No, let me learn. I said, I'm saying we must have our local councils, either headed by the local, our traditional rulers, and then the central government. That's what I'm saying. We can't eliminate the local government.
Listen. The issue of
if you eliminate local government, everything is gone.
Don't even talk about it. That's just nonsense.
Okay.
It doesn't make it makes zero sense whatsoever. You understand? So let's not even raise that. That's just something that you say and just say, okay, I keep quiet. You don't even comment on a comment like that. You understand? But
Yes,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Again, these are the praise singers of the people that are running things. Just like the guy yesterday that said, it's not like Barrister is saying you lie. Yes, what they did was wrong, but yeah, our guys, so let's leave that. How can we possibly? We keep saying, how can Nigeria change? That's why Nigeria can't change, because it is filled, chock full with people like that.
You know one of the reasons why I come up on that school, I entered high school. Huh?
So you mean, well,
No, come again, sir.
So I got to laugh. You never know that.
No, come again.
I said, you know the reason why I come up on that school, go enter high school. There are several reasons, but how I fit this conversation now is that I observed myself on a day school. When you're there for junior class, when seniors they punish you, they complete, they swear for them. But when you get to that place, you do the same thing.
Yes.
I can't go like that.
Wasn't Musa yesterday that I was reading something about the guy that suffers the revolutionary? Once he gets there, he'll be a worse tyrant than the person he removed.
So me, I can't do like that. Now one of the reasons why I'll be telling us there are many reasons why I come from this school.
Our party eventually, right? When we win the election, right? It is the party that will be in control. It's not the president. The president, you are what you are supposed to be, staff.
Yes, that's a staff.
That is why for me, my aim of sitting here to talk about these things about we the people. Let's talk to ourselves.
Yeah,
it's about
we
the
are
people.
The owners of government. They exist by virtue of our pleasure. So let us now talk to ourselves. Let's reason with ourselves. Like I said, when I met you, I never asked you, Mike, are you a Muslim? Are you Christian? Are you from the north? Are you from the south? No, we
are all the same.
Somebody else, a neutral party, was trying to join us. We found ourselves, I think. And the minute we found ourselves, we stood there for like almost 30 minutes, 1 hour, just going back until she walked in and said, "Oh, see the people that were trying to join." Right? Throughout that conversation, there was no talk of tribe, there was no talk of religion, there was no talk of where you come from, what you do. It was just Nigeria and how can we make it better. And
Nigeria, we are all one. We are all one.
There are many of us.
And many of us are differentiating,
and
but it's
see
not
the most
good.
important group in Nigeria right here, women.
Yes.
You understand? Women. Yes. Everything that you do not include women as
you can't reach the step.
Guys will do you but when a woman has keyed into your thing, she said, "Well, let's go, she's with you."
Yeah. Is that what I was telling about this other woman that was this lady I was telling about today? But like I keep saying, I like allowing things to happen naturally. I like when it comes to relationship or woman, I like if it happens, let it happen. If it doesn't happen, I don't like to force anything.
Like house.
Okay, that's when I first when I came. You know, when you came, I said, "Oh, is the lady we're talking about this?" You say yes, right?
Yes.
So I was saying, "Oh, there's a lady I met that was
Okay.
actually supposed to that is good at this social media, whatever thing." So it is that catch. She's a social media savvy person,
And
content
content
creator
creator.
too, influencer, all of So
etc.
I was thinking too that also bring her in. Yeah, but no, the way she's doing, I don't understand. She's not giving me. She's not saying. She's not. She's saying one thing and doing another thing, which I don't.
Again, like the guy from yesterday, right? You have to understand what are her allegiances. You understand? Who is she a puppet to? Who is she a puppet to? Right? It's like the that guy was Embello, right?
Ambello.
Embello. Embello right now is a very popular person, right? And I was like everybody else. No, this guy they talk truth to power. This guy and everything. You
Um,
understand? But I was singing his praises somewhere, and someone mentioned, "Well, that guy get agenda. Oh, he's working for someone." You understand? From me, a neutral person just seeing his videos, I never saw that. But for people in that zone that know him better, that know whatever, they read the undertones that you and I will not see. It's like Zulu. Everybody in Nigeria is praising Zulu as one action governor. Do you understand? But if you go to Maiduguri, that's the first story they hear from the residents. Do you
Seriously?
understand? What they even call it now? Media governor, Abi?
no, but Zulum is trying now.
I'm not saying he's not.
He's
I'm
doing
saying
the
that there's
best.
more
He's doing the
propaganda
best.
than actual work. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
So we're not saying that he's not doing work.
Mm.
We're saying that the people that are there saying, yeah, you know, nobody say no they work, but nobody has
Maybe I should hear him.
nobody has to hear him.
I
You
understand.
understand?
Yeah.
So the guy has a good spin team. He has a good media team, and again for that, hey, do you understand? What me I can't stand there is the one where there's no sense to what you're doing. Do you understand? There's even in everywhere in the world, there's some measure of corruption within the corridors of power.
Of
You
course,
understand?
of
The
course.
whole Hunter Biden in Ukraine and everything. Trump wasn't just talking, you understand? There's
Mhm.
some smoke to the fire that he's talking. You
Sure,
understand?
sure. Mm-hmm.
Likewise, in his own camp, you understand?
Mhm.
The Epstein files. You understand? Till today, apparently Trump said something. I think they released the FBI files or something on the assassination of Martin Luther King.
Mhm.
And the daughter of Doctor now tweeted, "Oh yeah, very good. Now release the Epstein." You understand?
Yeah.
So there's no place in the world where there isn't some level of measure of corruption or favoritism, nepotism, whatever you want to call it. We are inherently human beings, and the human being will always have that kind of selfish interest
Yeah.
attached to whatever agenda is pushing. You understand? Right? Take religion for example now. We are all of what they call the Abrahamic faith, right? You the Christian, me the Muslim, and the Jew, right? We all come from the belief that there is it's a well at least um, the Jew had his Torah, the Old Testament, right? Jesus came from within them, right, to say, hang on, there is a new decree. Let's call it a decree from the Almighty, right? See, yes, so eye for an eye, that one still stands. However, if you were to do like me, turn the other cheek, it's actually better for you, right? So you see now part two of a story, right? Main story being there's only one God, right? Worship me and me alone, right? So the Jew
Why,
has
why
that.
laughing?
Hmm?
Why laughing?
No.
Did I say something wrong?
No, it is something wrong. I'm looking up for something wrong there.
Okay.
Over there.
Okay. So you have the message, there's only one God, which came to the chosen people, the Jews. Within the Jews, Jesus came out, said, but if you turn the other cheek, it's better than eye for an eye, right? The Jews rejected him as the Messiah, right? Orchestrated the crucifixion, right? And the Christian is waiting for the Messiah or God to come back, right? The Muslim, right, said, well, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, right? God said, oh yeah, up until now, this message was only to the Jews, only to the Jews, the chosen people, right? Now, let this message of there's only one God go to the whole world, right? And for you to know that you are a Muslim now under Prophet Muhammad, right, is that boy articles of faith. One of the 6 articles of faith of a Muslim is, but you must believe that which came before you, which is what? The Torah, the Psalms of David, the the Gospel, Jesus' book, the Angel, and obviously the Quran, which, as we are told, is Angel Gabriel that you know of coming to an illiterate man who had secluded himself from society because he don't understand what is happening, and said, "Now, thy Lord said, read." And not be read, say read, and he now just started to divinely pass God's own words to him. And what were these words? A repetition of what is found in your Bible and what is found in the Jewish book, right? So that's why most people will say, the verse in the Quran says, kill, right? But then if you read the next verse, there's Jesus's part, which is, but if you give it to God, it's better for you. Do you understand? So the first part will always be Moses' law, right? Eye for an eye. Then the second part, the second verse that follows that is, that's why they say always read things in context, right? The second part is Jesus's part. But turn the other cheek. Judge not that ye be judged. Don't cast the first stone, right? So are we not all one? Look at what's happening in Gaza, in the Middle East right now. Do you understand? The same people that were persecuted by the Germans in the World War II, right? That came, that the world said, no, Germany, you cannot do this to these people. You cannot do this to anybody. That's why the UN was formed, right? So that it never happens again, Abby.
You know why I thought smile? My friend don't sing since now. I know here I wanna know that's everything they talk.
Who be that?
Fella.
Fella.
You know here that what you say, what the United is a United Nation? I'll be who United inside. You never hear that track? Ah, who unite is a United Nation. You never hear that?
No, I never hear.
Give me your phone, let me search for this Spotify.
So now let's take a break and go and pray.
Yeah.
Then we'll come back.
See why we need women in our family.
Fella sang. Who unite is a United. In fact, analyze them. Say who united is a United. Say what united inside. You say no be there Reagan and Argentina day. No be there Tasha and Margaret Tasha and which other. No be all of them no dey inside there. It's not united inside though, but our African puppet rulers don't understand.
All right.
Nigeria, my country.
Good session.
Yeah.
Let's pray the thing was still recording.
Abio.
Was it still recording?